going to talk about a couple of aggressive growth stocks now that you might want to know more about with Brian Bolan, our aggressive growth stock strategist here at Zacks. Ultra Clean Holding is one of them. This is a semiconductor company?
Yeah, it's kind of like the in the process, in the supply chain of the semiconductor industry.
Okay.
It also, deals with medical devices and things like that. And what happens when a chip or a medical device is, made, it has to be cleaned. A few years back, there was a company, I think it was called Novellus, and they said that on one of their conference calls that when they clean a semiconductor chip, it has to be like taking the state of Kansas and making sure there isn't a soccer ball, somewhere on the state.
Okay.
Everything is going to be that smooth, that flat. You can really see why, like in the medical device industry, why that would be that important to make sure that there's no ridges or, like a smooth surface.
Yep.
But obviously semiconductors need that as well.
Boy, the stuff you learn here, huh?
Yeah, wiping out Kansas just for a soccer ball. It's a #1 ranked stock. It has 2 beats in a row and great revenue growth here. This is one of those stocks that when you look at it, and especially when you take a look at the chart here, you can see that things have just been going its way for a consistent time period. I think that there's a lot to like here in this stock.
What about Ballard Power Systems, this fuel cell company? What can you tell us about this?
Right, fuel cell technology right now is super hot. Obviously Tesla, which has been on fire figuratively and literally a few times here and there on some of their cars. But, the idea here is that Tesla starts this gigafactory to make fuel cells so that they can lower their expectations or needs for some lithium ion or something like that. But the idea is that they're building into this space. Walmart comes in and says they want to do a deal with Plug Power, another one of these names, with its fuel cell technology for their delivery of vehicles. So you're seeing a lot of interest in these sorts of names right here. As a result, if I take a look at this stock price, and even if you look at the price on this, I did this morning, and you see the stock is up like 17% this morning. After several days in a row of very large gains, you see the stock moving basically from 2 to 8. So there at some point the danger signals have to come in here, because you're not going to have all stocks that go 4 times their value here in a very short time period. So this is something to keep on your radar screen. It's an interesting play right here, but at some point the bottom might drop out on this one.
And this morning is the morning of March the 11th.
March
right?
the 11th, yes.
All right. Well, do you own either of these two?
I do not.
Okay. We have other stock picks for your consideration. You can find them on our website, Zacks.com, and link to them right off the homepage if you're not there already doing that. With Brian, I'm Terry Ruffalo.